Sitting on the front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on our front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good morning. Welcome to the front porch. My name's Kenny Dean, and it's Tuesday, the 11th day of March already. And Scott Blake's over here already ready.
I'm here. Good morning. Good
Yeah,
morning. Good morning, everyone.
You're drinking coffee over there.
I'm always drinking coffee in the
No
morning.
coffee for KD this morning. The old stress test this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sitting here.
That's all right.
It's not coffee. It's water.
I got to drink some water here in a little bit.
Yeah, it's water.
And a big old good morning to you one more time there, Matthew Reams. Hello? Oh, did I just hit a button?
He's gone.
No. Wait, Matthew, you got to try it again. I don't know what happened. That just happens every now and then with this phone system out here. Maybe because there was pressure washing out here yesterday.
Could be. Has nothing to do with your thumb or index finger, does it?
No, I just cut my fingernails. I just tell Scott, I think he can appreciate this. When I cut my fingernails, see, the next time I wash my hair, I can dig. It's gonna feel so good just rubbing that old head up there. Let's try this one right here. Matthew Reams?
Went off again.
Yeah, it just disappeared again there. It's just like it just went off face of the earth, like UFOs are out here. I mean, speaking of UFOs, if he can fly out here right now, Ryan Fuller will come out here and get it straightened out, won't you, buddy? Oh, it's the old, I don't know.
It is, there's a gremlin
Then he'll get
somewhere.
out here and get him mash one button. You shine your shoes here like me. There you go. Let's try it now. Front porch.
Hey, good morning.
There he
Well, I
is.
think we done cut you off about, I guess, 3 times is a charm. So you're
Hey, I don't know what's going on this morning,
It's-
but
it's
it's going to be all right. That just means we got a little something that everybody needs to hear that much more.
there you go. In fact, it's just it was on our end. It was not on your end. What is happening on your end today, buddy?
Hey, you know, we're just hanging out. It's been getting ready for a wonderful day. Had a great time with my wife for our anniversary
Hey.
yesterday. We got to spend the first part of the day together.
Good.
And but hey, it's good. We're rocking and rolling, getting things ready for our horse whisper event this weekend, and I really looking forward to it.
You know, I was working out yesterday afternoon with your brother Robert and Jim Peace, and we were talking about that. And of course, that's coming up on the 15th, which is this weekend. I know we're still looking at some bad weather. Is that something y'all?
Now, I tell you, I'm hoping, and you know how that goes, Kenny. There's one thing that we cannot control, and that is the weather.
Sure.
And our prayer is that we're that this thing, the time frame that we're sitting at is going to be before the weather comes in
Right.
to our area. That is definitely our prayer. We have been talking about it, and we're working through that, and we're definitely going to be keeping our eyes on the weather coming in.
Yeah, and I think you're right about the time frame. I think it's going to be later on. And I guess the reason I brought it up, we had Jason Moran out here yesterday, the EMA director. Last weekend they did this, or last week they did the same thing. Almost a week ahead said we're gonna have some bad weather. Doing it again this week, but they raised it to an enhanced, so it's a 3 out of 5 chance we're going to, but looks like it is going to be later on. But I think it's good that they let folks know, because I know people are having outdoor events. They want to. I've already seen some that's changed their plans. So, well, like I said,
no doubt, springtimes are coming, and I'm thankful. Our EMA director here in Coosa County, Sheldon Hudson.
Sure, I know Sheldon.
He's one of our church members at Sardis, and Sheldon said Sunday, and I don't mean to scare folks. He said, but when they start talking a week in advance,
right?
He said, guys, pay attention, please.
Yeah,
he told our church Sunday morning, he said, be paying attention to the weather.
I agree.
And just be ready for anything.
Right.
I mean, you have to be scared, but we do need to be prepared.
Yeah, and it should be a difference. And they give us plenty of time, and that's good. But we're glad you're with us this week. It's always a treat. So I know you're busy, so we'll go ahead and turn it over to you for the front porch off the day right now.
Well, yesterday I talked about a verse that, one of those impactful verses in my life, and I want to share another one with you today. And forgive me if I've shared this before, and it's very possible that I have, but, as a preacher, I've grown to learn not everybody hangs on to every word you say, so most folks ain't going to remember it anyway. Romans also, this verse comes from the book of Romans, comes from Romans chapter 12:2, and this is a scripture that a lot of our churches were teaching our kids last summer. It was a theme verse for Lifeways Vacation Bible School, and it is, do not be conformed to this age, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you can discern what is the good, pleasing, and perfect will of God. And that verse, it really clicks with me as I hang on to the first part. Don't be conformed, but be transformed. My brother, as you know, he's a horse guy.
Oh, yeah.
There's no hiding that whatsoever. Me, I'm a boat guy.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy fishing. I really enjoy saltwater fishing.
Right.
I enjoy taking my family down to the Gulf, and we go out on our boat. And I've got a friend that I meet down there, and I take groups of guys. And the thing I've learned, and it's obvious to all of us, that a boat in the water, by design, is a good thing. That's what it's supposed to do. When a boat is in the water, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's in the water, but it's not of the water. It's separate from the water. But as you're out there, and I've been in this situation before, and water starts to come into the boat. Now all of a sudden we've got a problem, because when water starts to come into the boat is starting to conform to the water. And you know what happens when a boat conforms to the water? It sinks. It sinks all the way to the bottom, to the depths of the waters that it's in. And Paul says, well, you as a believer, now he's writing to Christians here, he says, don't conform to the ways of the world. You're supposed to be in the world, but you're not supposed to be of the world. We're just like that boat in the water by design. We're to be here, but we're not to be of. And then he goes even further. He says not just not conform. He said, but to transform. That word there is where we actually get our word metamorphosis. And I was thinking, as a kid, we used to, back before everybody had pristine lawns, we had some mud holes there in our yard, and I remember as a kid, I would love to go look in those mud holes come springtime, because some old bullfrog or some tree frog had done laid some eggs in that mud hole, and I enjoyed tadpoles. And I would take some of those tadpoles and I'd put them in a fish aquarium I had in my bedroom. And the funny thing is those tadpoles, when you put them in the fish aquarium, they swim like fish. They ate fish food. They had a lot of characteristics of fish. But soon enough, as you would feed those tadpoles, those legs would start coming out of the back. then before you knew it, you could see the features of their head, and then the front legs would start to come, and then it looked like a frog with a tail. Before you knew it, the tail was gone, and they had transformed into a frog. You see, even though they looked like a fish, they swam in the water just like a fish, they were never fish. You see, what was on the inside of them had to be revealed on the outside. All the time, even though it looked like a fish, ultimately, those little tadpoles, they were frogs. And you know, as a believer, the Holy Spirit lives within us. And Paul encourages, he says, be transformed, metamorphosized, so that what is on the inside of you is revealed on the outside, so that your characteristics are that of what we see, that of what is inside of you, and a representative of the one who lives within the hearts and souls of believers. And so I pray, my challenge for us today is to cling to the first part of that verse. Don't conform, but be transformed. Let's let what is on the inside be revealed in our character and in the way we treat others and in the way we walk in this world. Guys, that's my thought for the day.
Wow.
Great thought.
It really is. It put a big old smile on my face. You have given us, you have encouraged us to get our day started in a great way, and that's what we're going to do.
I certainly appreciate you guys, and we think a lot of you, and pray your day goes great.
Thank you so much. It will now. Thank you, my friend.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Golly, well, he hit the nail on the head this morning. Let's talk about the weather right now. Speaking of weather, that's what we're fixing to do. 43 degrees starting out. Kind of cool. It's going to be sunny and 79. Get you some of that today. Tonight, not as cool. Well, 45 still going to be a pretty nice night. Clear. Going into the rest of the week's going to be like this. 80 tomorrow, sunny, low 56. Raining here on Thursday. About a 60% chance of rain, 74 and 59. Slight chance of rain on Friday, 79 and 63. Then we gear up for Saturday. All we're going to say right now is just be prepared. 79 and 60, possibly some bad weather. Sunday, 72 and 44 as the rain moves out. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Alex City Marine. They're getting all ready for spring, which will hit us next week, and that's when you'll really get to scrambling for either get your boat ready to run, if it's not running, or get it out of storage from Alex City Marine.
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. We would like to invite you to come shop our huge selection of furniture. But if you don't have time, we have over 2,000 items you can have shipped directly to your home. Go to GoreesFurniture.com, look for 48-hour quick ship. Shop, click, ship, it's just that easy. You can shop us here, or you can shop us online, only at Gorees Furniture.
Your expressway to saving.
Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, located 1881 Goodwater Highway, Sylacauga, Alabama, is one of the fastest growing funeral homes in the area. We are pleased to announce the grand opening of our crematory, an expansion that allows us to offer traditional services as well as cremations starting at $8.99, serving Talladega, Coosa, Clay, Tallapoosa, Elmore, and the surrounding region. That's Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, 256-245-1454.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleep for, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South. Turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
At Russell Medical, we're proud of our exceptional nurses, like Nurse Brandy Worthy. Brandy represents the selfless, compassionate clinical leader patients expect and coworkers admire. Brandy was recently honored with the Nightingale Award for Nursing Excellence for her high standards, sound judgment, and caring manner. Her passion for her profession inspires us all.
Being a nurse is not just what you do, it's who you are. I'm proud to be a part of the nursing team at Russell Medical. We are the link between all hospital services, providing you with exceptional, personalized care.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asked you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of the citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activities Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-6736.
Top of the morning to you. We got Commissioner John McKelvey will be out here with us shortly. Melissa Edwards from Russell Medical Auxiliary, the volunteer folks out there, she'll be talking about that this morning. Cheryl Bynum from Career Tech will also be on with us at 7:30. Tomorrow night now, Alex City Arts presents Emmett Cahill.
Cahill, that's good.
Cahill. That will be at the Mill 280. I saw some folks over there. I was out that way yesterday, kind of getting set up.
I left here yesterday, I went over and we brought in some speakers and setting the stage up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we're getting ready.
So you said he'll have a violinist, and a pianist? Okay,
yep.
just the three.
The three.
Wow.
Yeah. It should be good. I mean, there are people coming. Somebody's coming from Tampa, Florida.
Really?
That heard he was in town coming here.
That's pretty strong right there.
Yeah, he has a good following.
When y'all set up something like that tomorrow night, do y'all run sound? Do y'all have a sound check for him and everything? Okay.
Cubby runs the sound.
Okay.
I think he'll have everything's there as of yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he wasn't hooked up yesterday morning, but it'll be hooked up before tomorrow morning, and he'll get there mid-afternoon.
How are the acoustics in there?
It's better than you think.
Is it better than it used to be? I thought they did some things.
It's just the carpet on the floor. They really hadn't done a whole lot, but the acoustics in there are the ceilings are low, so it's all right there on you. So it's not too. But we're gonna find out tomorrow night.
Okay.
Because I've not really heard something like this in there. So I've not had anybody I've not heard a soloist type person.
Okay.
Typically, you go in there, you got comedians or people. Now they had the hospital had the dueling pianos over there back before COVID 5-6 years ago, and they sounded good. Two guys playing the pianos and singing.
That should be the same
thing,
tomorrow night.
yeah.
Hey, also tomorrow night over in Dadeville, Fellowship of Christian Athletes Rock. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, Dadeville High School Auditorium. Your guest speaker. We were just talking about it this morning, Mr. Billy Coleman. They'll have free pizza, games, and a little music to go along with that tomorrow night. And then on Thursday night.
I don't have anything going on this week at all.
No.
Yeah. Thursday night, the Kiwanis annual Kiwanis Steak Dinner and auction. Already bought the meat.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a meat trimming party at 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the Kiwanis getting together, and we'll get that all prepared up. But still got a few tickets left. I probably got 20, 25 tickets left.
A lot of folks wait to the last minute, because they're not knowing what to plan for this week and that type of thing. Also, on the 14th, which is Friday, I know we brought this up yesterday, but I know I hollered at Maggie yesterday. Well, they came up with the house yesterday. The moon to turn blood red.
It was red this morning.
Oh, really?
When I was coming up 280.
Yeah, you'd get a better chance in coming through town like I do every morning. Bingo Thursday night. I know John Freeman, I talked to him yesterday. He's going to be on the show. I think it's next week. He and I talked. We'll get this out for when John McKelvey will be out here in just a little bit talking about Throwaway Day, which is going on now. I know the rodeo's coming to town. In fact, I saw him coming through. I guess it was Kelton yesterday. I believe that's where I saw the wagons coming through. But the rodeo is coming to Montgomery Garrett Coliseum Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
You see any clowns when you saw them coming through yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Didn't see a clown.
No, I sure didn't. And they got some clowns up there.
Yeah.
I know the kids and cops has been changed to next weekend. It was supposed to be this weekend over in Dadeville. So I'll get my information out on that. Also, this Saturday, again, we're looking at the weather, but it looks like it's going to be a time thing. Well, it is a time thing. In fact, this is Saturday night. I'm talking about grilling for girls it's over in Chambers County for the Chambers County Sheriff's Department's doing this for the girls' ranch. So this is Saturday night. So we'll get an update on that before Saturday. St. Patrick's Day Pet Parade coming up the 17th, which is next week. At 6 o'clock at the historic downtown doorway in Green Space. It's amazing what they're doing to that. I mean, they're really where the courthouse was. They left the door, the clock. They have bricked up on the side. It's really looking good. I applaud you. I'm not sure if it's a city Main Street. I got to find out about that.
I bet it's a combination of both.
Yeah. But it really is good because that's a. I guess we're holding on to a bit of history there,
sure.
Which I'm glad we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what we should do. But I know pictures are taken there. It's just I personally like it. I was I'd love to see the courthouse at the city hall now. I never was a big fan of City Hall. It was just a cold building.
Right.
But the courthouse, it was different. It was.
Because it used to be City Hall.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Of course, you had the when the city council met, they'd meet there. Jury would meet there, but it was just an old courthouse. It was just an old, neat courthouse. Of course, it had a jail. But let me tell you what.
You never went down that way much, did you?
No, not. I went to visit one time.
Yeah, okay.
Let me tell you what. It was primitive.
It was very primitive.
I mean, I went down there and looked at the. And I'm not a pro or anything at pipes, but I've seen some pipes like that, and it was. I think I saw them like in an old black and white movie before.
You just walk in there, you could just feel the chill.
A silent movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not good. So that was a good choice. You know what? Ain't nothing we can do about it now. So we might as well enjoy it. Hey, we'll be right back with old Commissioner John McKelvey. Salvation Army is located at 6800 US 280, the old busy 280, where they've got a lot going on. I guess I start thinking now of that graduating senior, and you're going to be fixing them up with pots and pans, and of course they go probably need a lamp or two. They probably go need a couch or a chair, maybe even a lantern. I'm thinking about some things you could get that senior that's going to be maybe moving off or just moving out. 6800 US 280 is where you'll find the Salvation Army.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SEC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors is turning it up with some incredible giveaways. 2 VIP tickets to the Morgan Wallen Sand in My Boots Festival and 2 weekend tickets to the Talladega Race. Don't wait. Enter now at calldixie.com. It's fast, easy, and free. Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors, bringing you comfort and unforgettable memories since 1908.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At High Point Insurance Group, we're here for all of life's milestones.
Like when you finally step into your dream home.
And when you drive off in that dream car, we've got you covered.
Or when you hit the water with your new boat.
We're by your side.
High Point Insurance Group.
Protecting you through all of life's high points.
Craving something convenient and delicious? Well, head over to Lake Martin Pizza Company, Highway 63 in Alex City. Lake Martin Pizza on 63 is always serving up mouth-watering pizza made from the freshest ingredients. From classic pepperoni to their signature specials loaded with fresh vegetables and savory meats. There's something for everyone in the whole family. The cozy, heated outdoor dining area is the perfect spot to enjoy a meal together and enjoy live entertainment. Or grab yours to go. Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, where great food and great times are always just a slice away.
Welcome back to the show. Yeah, we were talking about just before we left about the 5th annual Kiddos and Cops meet and greet that was scheduled for this Saturday. It has been scheduled for next Saturday, the 22nd, from 12 to 4, just due to the potential bad weather. Let's talk about throwaway days. And we can talk about it now with the man himself out here, Commissioner John McKelvey. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
This is what annual is this?
Don't get me in line about it.
It's been a while.
I think it's about 8 years, maybe.
At least 8 years.
Don't get me in line. You know a guy by the name of Ricky Price? He used to work with Larry Morris and them. He's from over Chambers County.
Yep.
That was one of his sayings right there, and I have not heard anybody say it. Don't get me in line.
Yeah, that's right. Scared of heights. Wouldn't drive across the bridge down there going into Mobile, hardly.
Let me tell you, I'm not a big fan of heights.
It's the falling. The height didn't bother me.
Yes, that's sudden stop.
Well, yeah, exactly right. Throwaway days, it started yesterday at Stillwaters, about 49, and Double Bridges Highway 63 today. And then it moves to tomorrow and Thursday, it moves to Young's Ferry, Mullican intersection, Old New Site School, and wraps up a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Alex City Annex.
That's right.
Quarterly, do them quarterly now.
Yes, every quarter. Do it 4 times a year. It started out as just a poke and a hope, I guess, to see if it would how it would work, and it has evolved into an expected event every year now.
I came by 63 yesterday. And at lunchtime, and they were already full.
Yeah, and people plan on it. They
sure.
start now to where instead of, and our picking up trash off the right of ways it's reduced it probably 90%.
Wow, that's great news.
It has turned out to be a good program.
We sell this area as far as tourism on it being clean. We sell our lake on being clean, and would you say for the most part it is, John?
It is.
And that's a huge thank you to everybody that does.
If you'll get away from Tallapoosa County here and get out in some of the other counties that surround us and just look, you'll see the difference.
Wow. Okay. I guess
there's lots of difference.
I just have not been out in a while, but this big old county of Tallapoosa County, that's a lot to keep clean.
It's a big one.
Man, that's something that we used to take so much pride in. I mean, I always go back to my days living on David Road and picking up trash on Saturday morning, and the Dairy Queen was right there. That's when you didn't think anything about throwing.
First stop sign.
Yeah, exactly right.
First stop sign.
You didn't think anything about it.
Threw it out the window.
And then it seemed like, and then we progressed to maybe putting a trash bag in our car for the trash. And then, it kept evolving.
It's what you teach the kids.
Exactly
it's all
right.
education now.
You remember the commercial with the Indian?
Oh, yeah.
Go down his cheek.
It still tears me up.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything.
At all. He didn't have to say anything.
But he said it all.
Just stand there and let that trash cry.
Yeah.
And adopt a mile.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
It's education. Is what it's all about now. It's just like wearing seatbelts.
It's doers too. It's people like John Thompson and people, and of course I'm just mentioning John. It's a lot more people than that, but it's even the former president and CEO of Russell Lands, Tom Lambert, and his wife Beth. You'd see them out, because 63. You talking about the Adopt a Mile? A lot of folks get involved in that. That's a busy road.
It's a busy road down through there. It's a corridor. It's just like 280. It's a corridor through Central County here, and it splits it right in half. And that's if you come to Auburn, you're coming down 280.
A lot of folks are doing that these days.
They are.
What's going on up in the New Side area?
It's just that rural part of the county.
Was it quiet this morning when you left?
It was real quiet this morning. People used to getting up and it being daylight. They sleeping a little later this morning.
Dark.
Well, I know Scott was talking about, being at the lake and then coming in this morning. How many people are on 280?
I turned out at Shady Point this morning and coming up 280. It was both ways, just cars everywhere. 5:15.
There's a lot of folks that commute.
Yeah.
These days.
There are a lot of people in Tallapoosa County that commute to Lee County and and Auburn every day.
Talladega?
Same way 63, there's a tremendous amount of people working in Montgomery.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Let me tell you something. I remember I don't know, 19, 20 years old, and Mr. Claude McQuiston, Ricky McQuiston's dad, opened up GFQ Menswear here, where Reynolds is, now Chuck Reynolds' office is, and that's where I started selling men's clothes and starting to deal with old John Q. Public in retail, which is a good education. But he opened up a place at it was a new hotel that opened up in downtown Montgomery, and he opened up a store there, and I worked there for a while, going back and forth. That's a terrible drive from here to Montgomery every day, especially, you know, I think close at 9 and come back. About a 6-pack drive.
Yeah, it's about a 6-pack drive.
That's what somebody told me. I don't know it for a fact.
Yeah, you know, you're an hour and 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
One way. So
but it's just, and it's nothing, you know, it's just not a good drive. So I think people that live here, work here, maybe they should appreciate their job, maybe just because they don't have to travel.
Exactly. You know, and a lot of people live here that's just never commuted outside the county for work. You know, so it's different. The more we can keep them here, the more money they spend here.
Is this? I know this is not maybe it's not a fair question to you, but I'm going to ask it to you. The city, because I'm talking about a city thing, and they have dug up Lafayette Street where they will pave. They dug it up last week. I guess my question is, I wonder why they wouldn't come right back and pave it. Do you have to leave it?
It needs to settle.
Okay.
I mean, you can do that. You can pave it over, but you're going to have a dip in it.
Okay. That's it. I didn't know. I figured there was a reason. Yeah. So I know you got good weather this week. It was done last week. They dug it up pretty quick. And it's concrete. Lafayette Street was concrete underneath there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Old
concrete.
Old concrete.
Yeah. Kind of like down in Waverly.
Yeah. The Badump Road.
Yeah, a lot of people don't remember that one.
I remember it well.
Let me tell you, Waverly, I've not been down to Waverly in a while, but what a neat
it is
community.
A neat place down there.
Got some really neat old homes. And you got the Waverly Local. You know, I've never eaten at the Waverly Local. I hear nothing but great things out of it.
It's a good place to eat.
But it's such an old community that due to 280 is probably not that traveled much anymore.
It's not.
You know, unless
it's got grass growing up in the cracks down there.
Wow, really?
So, yeah.
And the road had the concrete went up. It was like
it kept the water in the road like a trough.
Yeah,
really.
It was always. If it was raining, you had to be real careful.
Yeah, I'm just not, like I said, I've not been down that way in a while. There's so much. Who monitors what you can't throw away in this?
I don't.
Okay, because there's a lot you can't. In fact, let me tell you what you can't. There's a lot you can, and after I tell you what you can't, tell them what they can, John. Liquids like paints, paint thinner, pesticides, appliances with compressors, including air conditioners, refrigerators, freezers, tires, batteries, light bulbs, TV, computers, propane tanks, hazardous or medical waste. Light bulbs.
That's what they say. The fluorescent bulbs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that? But you know, it all goes to the same landfill, but they have different sections in the landfill for.
Okay.
Stuff. I had to ask that question because you know, when we separated at one time, it all went on the same trucks going to the same place, but they separated in the landfills.
There's a special place you can take TVs.
Well, I was going to bring that up. TVs and computers. There's a place set up, in fact, at the municipal complex or the city. It's set up right there, so you can take it. It used to be at the where the guys work over on Joseph Street, but they've moved it to right here, so you do have a place to take them.
As far as I know.
A lot of folks still, you know, a TV these days.
I got a 65-inch one that we bought 4 years ago that died about 6 months ago, and it's huge, and it's just in my utility room right now. I need to take it there.
Well, yeah, you need to take it up to the municipal complex because the old TV repairman is
You
don't-
just buy,
he don't-
you just buy another one.
Yeah,
now.
they ain't the bulbs, the
There are no
tubes.
bulbs.
Yeah, there's no
tubes.
bulbs anymore. I mean, whenever it's this thick now.
I think about people like Reuben Blankenship, Ray Zajac. These guys, that's what they did. Mike Gilbert, my old buddy Mike Gilbert, golly. But you throw it away. You throw it away, but not in this dumpster. We'll be right back. Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce, your host for the amazing Grazing and the Grand Bakery. Request your presence at the after hours meet and greet. That's going to be from 5 to 6:30, Thursday the 27th. So we thought I'd just go ahead and let you know now about that. That is amazing Grazing and the Grand Bakery. I think that's downtown Dadeville, Alabama. Okay. So put that on your things to do, and thank you, Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Serving East Central Alabama since 2005, we are Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical of Sylacauga. Coosa Valley Respiratory has medical equipment and supplies, including oxygen-to-home ventilation services. We carry a full line of bracing, power chairs, scooters, and more. And when you trust Coosa Valley Respiratory, you are dealing with local people that care about your well-being. Providing quality home care for our community, Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort William, Sylacauga. Give us a call at 256-245-1411.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you looking at the outside right now. Come on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Alexander City Arts Council is thrilled to bring exceptional performances to our community. February 13th, comedian Rex Havens performs his one-man, family-friendly show, Women and Children First. The season closes March 12th with Emmett Cahill performing Irish classics and the best of traditional Irish repertoire, as well as Broadway hits. Save the dates for Women and Children First on February 13th and Emmett Cahill on March 12th. Visit alexcityarts.org for ticket info.
Not everyone can be an original, but when it comes to your residential and commercial plumbing needs, depend on the Lake's original plumbing company, Lake Plumbing. Since 1990, Lake Plumbing has served the Lake Martin, Alex City, Dadeville, and eclectic areas with professional plumbing services. And Lake Plumbing is now offering the industry's best in-home water filtration units from the industry's best water filters, Pentair. Call 334-301-3328 today and trust the region's original plumbers, Lake Plumbing. 334-301-3328.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging to help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, Lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449. Floyd's Feed and Seed in downtown Dadeville, family owned and operated. Floyd's Feed and Seed has a great selection of Carhartt for all ages, starting out with the youngest. Now, if you're looking for boots, check out this selection. All shapes and sizes, Montana jewelry, and pine straw year-round. More gift selections on both sides of the road. Miss Faye and the family invite you in today for Floyd's Feed and Seed, downtown Dayton. And welcome back to Front Porch. I just got this from Jason Moran. You know, we've been talking about the weather, and he does a great job keeping us up to date. And this is still we're still in an enhanced Saturday through early Sunday morning. So it still looks like it's going to be Saturday night. Threats, it could be some tornadoes, strong damaging wind, large hail. So just be prepared. So if you got some events that you're planning for Saturday evening, you may want to just stay in tune with the weather because it's just not looking real good. So we'll keep you up to date on that. But Jason Moran and everybody with the weather folks, we appreciate you keeping us up to date, especially this far in advance. And somebody was Matthew Reams talked about it with Sheldon Hutchinson, their EMA director, said. When they start warning you this far in advance, you may want to take heed.
You know, isn't technology a wonderful thing?
Oh, it is. But, you know, and this is another thing we talk about. They warn us and warn us and warn us, and it gets here, nothing happens. Okay, that's great. Mm-hmm. But we've been warned because, and then if it does come and we're prepared, we're ahead of the game.
That's right. That's right. And I don't think Jason sleeps. I mean, they're get emails from him all day and night.
Yeah, and I always hate to even bother Jason Moran or any of these folks right here, especially with weeks like what's going on right now. So just be prepared. Good news.
Really good news. Good news. We voted yesterday at the commission meeting to accept the bid for the construction of the arena and concession stand there at the Ag Center in Jackson's Gap.
Robert Reams was talking about that. That's who was telling me. Okay. He was excited.
Yes. So we should start seeing construction and some material coming out of the ground within the next few months.
So what would the arena be built first and the cover?
Yes.
That'd be the first thing to go.
Yeah, we're phase one will be the arena and the concession stand.
Okay.
Wow.
So you said start soon. So completion date. Do they give you a completion date on that?
Yeah, probably within, I would say, because it's going to take about 6 months for the building to be built out. Then you're going to have it put up. So within a year. Within a year, probably.
Fall to early winter, maybe.
Yep.
Man, that's huge.
It really is. It's been a 4-year project of mine and the Cattlemen's Association and some of the other local people here in the county. So it's come to the point now that where we can see something.
We've talked about this for a while, and y'all have worked on it. Those folks, they can pretty much go in there and get started. Y'all have done all the work.
Yeah, the grade work is done as far as the building site there. Now, we've got to go back and do parking lots and some other stuff there. But as far as the site, it is ready.
You know, we've talked about this for a while, and if somebody's just tuned in, maybe listening on Clyde Country right now or watching, let folks know where it is. Let them know where we're talking about this, because this is big for Tallapoosa County.
Yeah, it's on 280 in Main Street in Jackson's Gap, and it's right at the Dayville Jackson's Gap city limit sign.
280.
Big cleared spot. If you're going towards Dayville, it'll be on the left. If you're coming back towards Elliott City, it's on the right. And let me say, just inside Jackson's Gap, Mayor Lucas.
Mayor Lucas wants to make sure you
Mayor
say
Lucas,
that.
He told me, he said, we done got tired of this talking about this spot between Dayville and Elliott City. It's Jackson's Gap.
He done got kind of personal there.
Yeah,
but that's good, though. That's good. That's good for Jackson Gap. I mean, it is a Jackson Gap. We know a lot of folks that live in Jackson Gap. It's a neat community.
It is.
They got their own fire department there.
Got City
volunteer
Hall,
fire
Mayor's
department.
office there.
Yeah.
If you want to see Mayor Lucas, unless he's playing golf on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
he's usually in the office.
But it is, which, you know, we talked, this is, I hope you realize that this is gonna be good for tourism. When it opens up, what it's gonna do for tourism.
Well, it's good for tourism. It's good for our people with short-term leases in the county because, again, there's no motels, hotels down on that end of the county. So they're if they stay here, they got to find a place to rent. So the short-term rentals on the lake during the off-season, they've got an income coming to them also.
Well, you got them, but also you got a La Quinta Inn that will be going up this year. You got the Holiday Inn Express Suites that's going up right behind Chick-fil-A. They're coming on up with that. So maybe all this will happen as far as everything opening
It
close to
should
the
be
same
coming
time.
in about within probably a month or two of the same thing. So again, Alex City is going to benefit from that also because of the lodging fees there. So I'm actually meeting with a guy out there tomorrow at a group that's ready to invest some money in some property there next door to it.
Wow.
So it's coming, and it's going to mushroom out there. That little stretch between Davil and the River Bridge there.
Jackson Gap.
Yeah, right in Jackson's Gap. I do know there's a newer subdivision coming to the Jackson's Gap area. There's a group that's planning on building about 50 houses there.
Wow.
Affordable houses.
Yeah, that's what we've been looking for.
200,000, 250 range from what we've been
A
told.
great mortgage guy that we.
Yeah, exactly right.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
Blake, you know, there might be somebody that needs a mortgage.
That's right. I know
But really,
a guy,
tourism affects everybody.
It does.
I mean, you know, that's, and Sandra Fuller and the tourism group, we thank you for what you do. You know that, not just in the Jackson Gap area, but Reeltown, Davil, Alexander City, New Site. I mean, she's
all over.
All over, yeah,
All
and you
over.
have to be.
So, and with that being said, all over, you know, there is life in Tallapoosa County beyond the 490 mark.
Yeah, exactly right, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and a lot of it's in my district. So one of the things that I've been trying to figure out, along with some other people, is how to put an emergency response unit on the north end of the county. It's kind of like what they got south of Davil there with emergency response truck with a paramedic in it. So we're trying to move that program to the north end.
What kind of who becomes involved in that? Commissioners,
your fire departments, your hospital. Because you know, you got an ambulance service that's responding to the hospitals. But the way the one is in Davil is they've got a paramedic, and we were instrumental in helping Ed and some other folks get that done. But they've got a truck that's got a paramedic and a driver in it.
Yeah.
And they're the primary response because you've got 2 ambulances in Davil that may be tied up on something else. So you've got a paramedic on the scene that can go assess the patient to tell the ambulance whether or not they actually need to come or not. They may be able to treat them there, and they're doing the home visits in it also.
Let me tell you something. In this short period of time, John McKelvey has been out here. He's brought us a lot of great information that's going to affect us all. So next time you come out here, we're going to have a little bit more. And remember, Trash Throwaway Day is going on now today. It's the last day for Double Bridges at Stillwaters, and it moves over to Young's Ferry, Mulligan Intersection, Old New Site School. So put that on your things to do. Throwaway. We'll be right back. Coons Corner, it is time to talk food right now, and they got, of course, breakfast. They got one heck of a breakfast menu going on right now at Coons Corner. I'm talking about big old biscuits. You can even get a full plate at Coons Corner Deli, which is located again on Hillary Street here in Alexander City. So go by, and I tell you what you can do. You can talk to my friend Jennifer about even catering. But since we have found, it's right here where I had it. The menu: fried chicken, mac and cheese, mixed greens, purple hull peas, fried okra, and dead blame blackberry cobbler at Coons Corner Deli.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
Your morning obituary is brought to you by Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mr. Riley Eugene Foshee, 72, of New Site will be today, March 11th at 2 o'clock at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. Randy Anderson will officiate. Family receipt, this station was last night, I'm sorry about that. Mr. Robert Bob Monroe Jones, 83, of Alexander City, will be Friday, March 14th. At 11:30 at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. The Reverend Donald D. Lee will officiate. Burial will follow in the Valhalla Cemetery. The family received friends Friday, March 14th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Radney Funeral Home. Memorial service for Mr. Michael L. Waldrop, 66, of Alex City, will be Friday, March 14th at 2:30 at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. Jason Waldrop will officiate. The family will receive friends on Friday, March 14th from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. at Radney Funeral Home. Radney in charge of those services. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all these families who have lost loved ones over the past few days. Our obituaries again brought to you by Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home, and we'll be right back.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City. Caring Transitions of Lake Martin, located in the old DHR building in downtown Dayville. Owner Randy Weaver wants you to experience the Caring Transitions difference, providing local and national relocation, packing and resettling, downsizing and decluttering, liquidation, online estate auctions, traditional estate sales. Call Caring Transitions of Lake Martin today, 334-703-5050.
Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280 is ready for the new year, and there's never been a better time to save. With no payments till March on many Mahindra tractors. Inventory is great, and you can save big on remaining 24 models with 0% financing up to 84 months with approved credit. And you'll see the New Year's best deals on Spartan mowers, still with 0% terms. Get the New Year's best prices and terms now at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times, and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Zaxby's just perfected the Philly again.
with our signature crispy chicken fingers, sauteed pepper and onions, melty cheese, and garlic aioli. Grilled or fried. Now that's a Zaxby's Philly. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Fried chicken and wontons and teriyaki glaze and an egg roll. Some people think the Zaxby's Sensation salad is too delicious to be a salad. Yep, that's why we call it a salad. The Zaxby's Sensation salad. Zaxby's.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Boy, I'm all confused now. Melissa Edwards is out here barking orders to me.
Already?
It's what we're going to talk about, and it's what we're not going to talk about. So I'm just going to hush and turn it over to her right now. Well, Russell Medical, good morning.
Good morning, and welcome to Melissa Edwards, Russell Medical Center's show.
Oh, I love it.
Me too. Oh, man. I got to get all situated here.
Yeah. But I'm excited. We got a new co-host out here.
Yeah.
And just, fun times.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Give me a number on volunteers right now. Where do you stand on volunteers?
Okay, we're between 80, 85, and some are kind of right now just, they take a little time off at different times of the year. They like to vacation, which I want to be them when I grow up. And get to
darn right.
travel and go places, which they've earned it. So we're always looking for new volunteers, and there's lots of perks to it. As you know, the days you volunteer, you get up to a $7 free meal from down at Doc's Cafe.
That's the only reason Kenny does it, I think.
You think so? Well,
Yeah.
we're going to let him slide.
Let me tell you what, it's incentive. When you throw food at me, don't throw it at me. But but let me tell you, I do. In fact, I was talking to Jim Peace yesterday. Somebody said, "Y'all come out there and have lunch with us sometime." I said, "I go on Wednesdays. I like to sit down by myself, and somebody won't sit down with me. That's fine too. But I enjoy because that's when I volunteer.
Right.
Well, I missed the last 2 Wednesdays due to some issues, and I miss it when I'm not up at Dr. Edwards.
And they miss you because, everybody's asking me, like the ones before or after Kenny, they're like, "Where's Kenny at?" And I'm like, "Well, he just had a couple of things," because I never tell.
It don't bother me when you tell, because my life is not private. I share it with, and I know. I was somewhere. I won't even say where. I was somewhere the other day, and I asked him. I knew that person. All I won't know just their name. Technically, I cannot tell you who it is because the HIPAA.
Right.
I told her when I started volunteering, this HIPAA thing and me, we got some issues because I like to talk about people that I've run into, and so many of them I do run into Dr. Edwards.
Yeah.
I know them.
But it's so, I always say this when I'm out here, but it's true. When they see the volunteers and they get to sit down and talk to them, it takes their mind off of the reason they're there.
Right.
And it helps so much. And they are just, y'all are what makes my job. I love my job.
And also, after I've talked to him about 30 or 45 minutes, it's like, remind me to change my appointments, not to come out here on Wednesday afternoons when he's here. But but I know you hear people, and maybe this is the reason some of them come to you about volunteering. you're retired now. You talking about well, it's boring. Well, that's up to you. You can get yourself up and get out of that house and get in touch with Melissa at 256-329-7177 and talk about what's the next step.
Right. And you can email me too at ilmedwards@russellmedcenter.com. All you need to do is you can call or email. You get an application. You'll fill it out, and we do 3 background checks. And then sometimes those take a little time. Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you what.
How'd you make it through that?
Well, let me tell you what. I was getting kind of antsy. It'd been a while, like 6 months, a year and a half, 2, 3. I finally said, y'all got an issue? Is there a problem?
Well, the statute of limitations had run out, I guess. That's the only way you got
Well, that's what she finally said. She said you missed it by 24 hours.
Yeah.
But really, you have to do those kind of
Yes, we do. We check for several different things, and that's for the safety of our patients coming in and out, and we want everybody to feel safe. And like I said, right now we have, which I think in the past as well, and Scott's mom used to volunteer.
My dad did too, yeah.
So we'd love to have Miss Carmen come back.
She's a good one.
Yes, she is.
Well, Peace used to say he felt safe on whatever days my dad and Steve Crow would be. They were, one of them had the early shift, one of them had the late shift, whatever day it was. He's like, well, the 2 bodyguards are here, at the front desk.
I always bring this up about Steve Crow. Good morning to you there, buddy, you and your lovely wife. I always say this about Steve. When you go in a hospital, this is several years ago, you go in a hospital and that person says they're in room 229. And that's small town USA. They know why you're there.
Right.
But and that made me feel good. I thought about that. But that's just.
And it is. It's nice because you hear people talk about the other facilities that they go to out of town.
Sure.
And not here, and you do not get that love and feeling. Because here, you have, and I know sometimes you have to go to different facilities, but here they know us by name, they come in, and it's just nice to see that warm greeting face that you know, and they're taken care of.
And especially that big, the big seat right there. When you go into Russell Medical and you got that one desk there, that's to me, that's one of the most important places for anybody out there.
It is,
as far as volunteers.
Right, and all of our volunteers are special, and each person has their own spot that they fit in. But at that front desk, you have to be willing to smile, talk to any and everybody, even if they're having a bad day. Sometimes you just smile and speak to them.
Mike Carlisle.
I know.
Mike Carlisle loves that, and he does more than 4 hours a lot of time.
Yes, he normally does 8 hours on Monday, and I'll relieve him for his lunch. Wow. And so.
But I think about Mike Carlisle. I think about John Thompson over at the Cancer Center.
Yes.
And and knowing John, but then knowing how he treats people. John's been there with his wife, so he certainly understands it. And he's just, when you got somebody like that, most time when somebody's going in the Cancer Center, they're going in for not a good visit. But then you got somebody like John to make your visit, and the rest of them. But John's a volunteer there. That's why I'm bringing John up. Makes it pleasant.
Right. I know I had to get on to George Miranda because he kept recruiting volunteers for over there. And I was like, but we're full over there, Mr. George. He said, well, we're going to come up with a plan. So we have spots there now for different stuff. It won't necessarily be a runner.
Not George.
Yeah.
Love George. George, still on a cane. He got kind of a bum knee, so.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
I didn't know what was wrong. I saw him yesterday a few times.
Come in yesterday about after 6, and he was out on his front porch. But I had that cane right next to him. He was out here last week. On his cane. So, buddy, I hope you're getting around. He maybe is using that cane just to kind of get some attention too. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that.
We'll find out.
Sympathy, empathy.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
But to volunteer, that's something that people have done. You talk about your day. You talk about Steve Crow. You talk about people that's done it way back when. And then you've got a 98-year-old Mr. Lawrence Allen that'll be 99 in October. That's part of why he's 98 years old. is
That's
volunteering.
exactly what he and I had a conversation on Friday, and he said something about me running by the desk so much, because you know how I'm just running around everywhere. But that's part of my job. And he said, Melissa, he said, don't stop doing that. He said, you could live to be 98 like me.
Wow.
Because I never sit down.
Well, and that's a good
"Thank
thing.
you." I said, I'm going to keep that in mind.
He's very much been
very active.
Yeah, but here again, that's somebody that, when you've been around that long, you just about gonna know somebody comes through those doors, or they gonna know you.
Yes, and he'll bring his clocks. From, different times, and he'll talk to them about it. It's nice. He's very good up there, and we enjoy having him. There's none that I don't enjoy,
I guess I just think about, volunteering, and it's one of the few things that I do now. I came off a couple of boards, just simply because I need to be around the house or access, but it's something that I truly enjoy. And if you're looking to get out of the house, you just get in touch with us, 256-329-7177, and we'll be right back. Chick-fil-A, run with it, son.
Chick-fil-A right here on Highway 280 in Alexander City. Miss Lois Ann Murphy, the owner of Chick-fil-A out there, her folks call her L.A. That's what they call her out there. Yeah, L.A. But I tell you what, clean restaurant, good food.
And catering.
They cater.
We probably don't mention that enough. I'm talking about not just for lunch or an event during the day. I'm talking about for breakfast right now. Got a heck of a breakfast catering. Get in touch with them today at Chick-fil-A, Highway 280, Alex City.
Get ready to smile, because it's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Take your pick of over 40 brand new Chevrolet Silverados, discounted up to $14,000 off while they last. New Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV featuring high-tech options, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Wintertime in the South is mild compared to other parts of the country, but we still tend to be less active and spend more time indoors. Show your heart some love this winter by getting it checked out at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Hey, we're Kevin and Courtney Hall. I'm a lifelong member of First Baptist Dadeville. My wife joined me after we got married. We really enjoyed First Baptist because it is a biblical congregation and very community-minded. Come join us.
Class
Cloud 9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes, including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Payne's Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne's Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number. Sometimes people call you out on things you've been talking about out here, like Marty Kendricks. Marty, good morning to you in City. And Marty always helps me with a lot of things when I'm needing some help.
When you're messing up.
Well, this morning he said there's a rumor going around that the city takes electronics for recycling. This is false, so please correct when you can. Work it in, please. And I said, well, there's a blue bin thing at the City Hall. He said, you talking about the long trailer? So this is going on even as we speak. You talking about the long trailer? And I'm going to say yes in a little bit. Right now, we're going to get back to talking to Melissa. Hey, Marty, I'll be right back with you. Okay, buddy?
Hey, Marty Kendrick. I just saw you Sunday.
Let me tell you what. I miss his dad, Mr. John Kendrick. I loved that man. He'd come in here a lot of times, especially when Blake Schaffer was still here. He'd come out here, and me and Blake be out here carrying on, cutting up. We'd look in the control room there with John Kendricks. John have his overalls on, his best overalls on for going to town. And then there'd be a plate of homemade biscuits and homemade sausage that Miss Judy made. And you talking about delicious. Oh, man, but John was just, he was just a good guy. Of course, Mitch and Miss Judy. Miss Judy used to bring her fried pies to farmer's market. She ain't done that in a while. Miss Judy, farmer's market be rolling around for long. You can bring them to me. I'll act like I'm a farmer's market. Man, I love a good
She
fried
can bring
pie.
them on the mornings we're here.
Sprinkle a little
'cause I
sugar
know-
on them?
Yeah. Can you do you cook fried pies?
Kenny, we've talked about this.
Oh, we
He's
have?
calling me out of I'm not a cook, remember?
I always forget. That surprises me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Now, I like
Was
to
your late husband, was he a good cook?
Oh, yeah, he was
Oh, so
really-
he did all the cooking.
He did all the cooking. I would do the cleanup, and he would cook, and I enjoyed it. But so now I do a lot of takeout or a lot of, sandwiches, cereal.
Yeah, let's go ahead. And I hope you don't mind me talking personal, because we thought the world of your husband. I know you did, but losing your husband and you not being a cook, so you've had to adjust. What's the biggest thing you've had to adjust to, losing him?
Well, there's a lot. He took care of everything. He did all the bills online.
Yeah,
I had never paid bills online before, but I have learned. Learned
I've
to
had to do that same thing.
Learned to cook a few things, not a lot. When the kids come,
What'd you learn from him how to cook? Did he leave a recipe by that?
my daughter-in-laws, they like to do his recipes.
Really?
Yes. Both of them like to cook, but not me so much. So I just didn't like to. And so when the kids were coming over, when he was still alive, they'd say, Mama, is Robert cooking or you? And I was like, Robert, they was like, okay, yeah, we can come. But if I was cooking, it was takeout. So
They understood that.
Yeah, they do now, because when we have gatherings, There's a few things I
So,
like I can do.
what did Robert leave you behind that so there is a gathering of the family? What do you you go by KFC or?
Well, I just
Get a
share
bucket?
the love through town. Sometimes I'll get Jim Bob's.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do Publix. Let's
Ooh.
see. I've done
They got a good deli there.
Chick-fil-A. Let's see. More, just different ones. Yes.
Yeah, but that's good though. But you don't ever carry anything like you cook.
Well, now I can. There's a few things. I can make vegetable soup and.
Can you boil water?
I can do that. Okay. Now the vegetable soup and the cornbread, both the boys like that. The girls aren't real crazy about it, but the grands like the cornbread.
Wow.
And I can do a chocolate morsel cake,
Ooh.
which is
There you go.
But it's just you go get the ingredients, you just pretty much mix it and bake it, and it's done. So that one's pretty easy. So sorry, I'm just being honest.
No, and that's what I love about you. Yeah. You know, and that's the thing about when you sit down with Melissa with volunteering, that's what you get. And again, I will always be a promoter of volunteering because I see people that need that. They need it for themselves.
They do. And you know, everybody says, Melissa, you're good for us, our volunteers, but I say, no, y'all are good for me. That job came along exactly when I needed it. And
You're right.
it's still, we have just bonded, and they are just wonderful. They're my other family.
That's what I was just fixing saying. So that was a win-win situation in
yes.
at a bad time in your life.
It was.
Yeah.
And they just wrapped their arms around me, and they just love on me, and I just love on them.
And we've said this before, and I'll say it again. Miss Emily, that was
yes.
Miss Emily Williams that was there before.
Right.
I'm thinking, wow, okay, they're bringing somebody in. Boy, they're going to have a hard time replacing this girl. And, boy, you hit the road running and never looked back. And Emily did a great job. Emily's going to be good wherever she lands.
She is. She is. I love Emily.
Yeah.
Emily and I still work close together. Tammy, Morgan, Jackie, all of us.
How about Mabry? You didn't bring up Mabry.
And, you know, I love Mabry. In fact, I'm going to go see Mabry today for a favor.
Let me tell you something. Mabry Cook, we love Mabry Cook. Mabry comes out here on the show. He brings a lot of the, and Mabry, what Mabry's also doing with Russell Medical is bringing so many folks in to introduce.
Oh, yes. And that's
the
what
staff.
I think's good. It's when he brings them out here and introduces them, and then you know who you're going to see or who you may run into when you're at Russell Medical.
Jack Court's coming out here tomorrow.
Is he?
From Total Fitness. And also from Total Fitness and Physical Therapy, Amy Jones.
Really?
Is coming out here.
Yeah.
Kara Tidwell told me that yesterday.
Yes. Now, see, Amy's a long timer there, too.
She has.
Yes,
and so I'm just tickled to death that Amy's going to be coming out here. I've always thought the world of Amy. And Amy's going through some health issues.
Yes.
But she's a fighter. But she's right there. And she's one of those people with Total Fitness, with physical therapy. They know what they're doing.
Oh, they do.
I think about
I think the world.
Kara. I think about Robert Reams.
Yes, all of them.
What they do for so many, and that physical therapy area, what it does for so many folks to get them back up on their feet, literally.
Right, you're right. You're right.
Have you ever had any knee replacements or any where you've had to use physical therapy?
I have. I've had a couple of knee scopes when Dr. Goldhagen was still practicing. And I did have therapy. I did not like therapy. They were like my least favorite.
Yeah. They're not there to make you you happy.
And I'll just say I'm not a good patient when I'm on that side of it.
First time I had therapy on my ankle, I walked in there and there was a guy over there he'd had knee surgery, it was a motorcycle wreck or something. And he was over there squalling. They were making him move his leg. I was like, I'm coming in here for that.
Yeah.
I know. It's like you're going for torture.
Yeah.
And you're like, well.
But it's good for you.
It is.
No
it
pain,
is.
no gain.
That's exactly.
My motto in the gym is no pain, no pain. So, and I pretty much stuck to that. You know, I think about Jim Peace, the president CEO at Russell Medical. We've seen him from his fall. November was a year ago. to where he couldn't hardly walk through therapy and also working out. He gets better and better and better. So there you go. That's somebody that believes in his hospital and the people that work at that hospital.
Exactly.
Like Melissa Edwards. You want to be a volunteer? It's real simple. It's a lot of fun. 256-329-7177. Meal 280, we didn't bring that up.
No, we didn't, but it is up and running. If you're interested, you can call me at 256-329-7177, or you can email me at medwards@russellmedcenter.com. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to rent it to you.
Yeah, today. We'll be right back.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone, 256-750-0381, or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
Benton, clearing, and grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton, clearing and grading.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Thunderbolt and Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Full out here, and I'm just gonna let them just jump in there and let you know who they are.
Good morning. My name is Joe Abercrombie. I'm the welding instructor at the Bell Career Tech Center.
Ain't that the truth?
Two fellow students of mine that have competed at the district contest. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I'm Callie.
I'm Braden Lovelady.
Wow. So tell me, I want to start with you. Welding? Wow. Tell me about the dead blame. How you do this? How you build this?
Well, you make a plan, cut them all out, cut the parts out for the plan, and weld them all together.
Is that steel? Or what kind of metal is that? I mean, it's metal. It is metal, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
As far as welding, what got you interested in welding?
I don't know. I've wanted to weld since I was a little girl. I always thought it looked cool to watch videos
Yeah.
and stuff, and I wanted to try it.
Well, let me tell you something. Where are you? What grade are you in right now?
I'm in the 10th grade.
10th grade. So how long you been welding?
I started this year.
Okay. So where do you want it to take you? I mean, what's your plans as a senior graduating?
I want to be able to either go intern or go to school for welding or find a job where I can weld.
Well, you know you can go anywhere. You know you can go anywhere in the world after learning. You know this better than anybody.
That's right.
I mean, it's amazing. You know what you can do with welding, and that's a good living to be made. And what fascinated you with welding, though? I'm just saying, you're not going anywhere. Don't you go anywhere? I'm going to get right to you in a minute. I'm just, I'm fascinated.
Genuinely, it was just a curiosity because you don't see many women that do weld. And, I mean, I don't know, it was just something that I got interested in. And then I started looking at wanting to go into a pipeline and stuff like that. So just wanted to start now.
Wow. Did anybody encourage you or try to discourage you about getting into this?
I've had a lot of people tell me that welding isn't really a woman's field and it's not something that a woman should really do, but...
You know what I'd say to them? I can't say it on TV. I mean, because I don't think it has anything to do with male, female. I think you get out there.
Actually, being a female, she could probably get hired quicker if her skill set's equal as anybody else.
Wow.
Lots of companies love to have female welders on board.
Mm-hmm. And you know, we talk about going anywhere in the world. That's an understatement, isn't it?
That's an understatement in the welding career. Yes.
Your reason for getting into welding?
If I'm gonna be honest with you, it was so I could have something else to do other than classwork. That was the only reason I got into it.
I knew when you said, I'll be honest with you, I'm thinking, I like this answer right here.
And I had already been doing it with my daddy, so I knew a little bit around the basics of it. Yeah. I was just looking for something to get out of regular classwork.
I love this guy right here.
He gets us a lot of good students. They don't want to take no math, they don't want to take no English, they want to come down there and see us.
You know what? What you just said is, I appreciate your honesty. What grade are you in?
The 11th grade or 10th grade.
10th grade. Fixing to go into it. So I'm gonna ask you the same questions because I am amazed. Who got you interested in this?
Well, I always used to weld with my daddy whenever he was working on equipment for other people, and my older brother was the one that told me to take welding because he didn't like classwork either. To be honest with you.
I'm with you and your brother. You didn't say your last name was Dean, did you? Because I didn't have a lot of class. But you know what? Welding, that's too much like work to me. So, you know, I want to be good at that too. But the same thing with you, I'll say to you, it's endless what you can do with this career and this trade. I know you wish you had more sophomores, juniors, seniors that were getting interested in
And we're starting to see a lot more 10th graders coming into the Career Tech Center. It's 9th graders, but mostly 10th graders, so the future's bright.
Let me ask y'all both this. Did y'all go to Career Tech class or a career tech event that someone had and this, they talked about welding, or really?
We had, I know our freshman year, they brought us on 2 different trips. And they would take us somewhere else, and then they would bring us to the Career Tech Center.
Mm-hmm.
It was to get us out of the school for testing purposes, I think. And
There you go. You anything to get out of class. Anything to get out of class. Did y'all do this work out here? But both all this that's sitting down in front of, did y'all do the work?
Yes, sir.
Do you use a computer with doing any of this work right here?
I know on the plasma table it uses a computer to, like, if we need, let's say I needed this side cut out, you can put the dimensions of that side into a like a CNC plasma table.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In a computer, and it'll cut it out for you with a plasma torch.
But you still, here again, there's classwork. There's math. You got to know. You got to know that. Is that something with welding? Is that something that you teach, or
We talk a lot about math, trying to learn how to read and tape measure, fractional math, abstract fractions, basic construction math that some people don't like.
Well, we ain't calling any names, sir, but really, I guess so. Shadowing, something you just kind of mentioned a while ago. Is that something you want to go, maybe watch somebody? You're talking about working with your brothers, your dad. Is that something you want to go and be hands-on?
I think, yeah, after high school, I think interning or even working in a fab shop to see if that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. I think, yeah.
I think it's very
It'd be
important.
a good idea.
Yeah, in fact, I was just talking to a young lady last night, matter of fact, that wants to go into cosmetology. You know, she's already got a school picked out, and that's what we talked about, shadowing. I think it's very important that they do that now, because maybe you go do that, maybe you do the same thing. You do it for a while, and you realize, no, I don't. This is not what I want to do. Or you do find out this is what I want to do. So I think it would be very wise for you both to do that. Do you agree with that?
I agree with you. That's a big part of the Career Tech Center. Students come,
Yeah.
They get to see things that we do, be it law enforcement, welding, health science, business, robotics, and some of them say, well, this is, never really thought about doing this, and then they like, I like this, or they come and take my welding class and they think, this is a little bit tougher than I thought it was, so I want to do something, but they tried it, they found out.
And they find out, so mark that off
That's
your
right.
list and move on. But really, it's endless what y'all can get into. And you talk about a career, this career right here, you know it better than anybody. It's there for the taking.
That's right.
But all you gotta do is just apply yourself and you know, go for it. But I still think being encouraged, I think, is very important, you know, with parents, with friends, and even those folks who say, hey, you don't need to do this. Well, by granted, if you enjoy doing it, you're good at doing it, you can show them. I mean, let me show you what I can do. Then you know, and then maybe you'll be that person that encourages
the next person.
The next person that comes up. So you know, that's the career tech is something that I know Cheryl and I've talked about. It's very something that she loves, and I think it's something that we can. It's our future, and I think we need to grasp that future, and run with it. I mean, you know, that's the career, and it's not just welding.
No.
I mean, you know, this is just one of them. But this is one of those. This is one of those I've been bragging on for years, because we know the demand. The demand is there. Thank y'all so much for coming out here. Best of luck to both of you. I look forward to keeping up with y'all these next couple of years to see if this is a dream come true. We'll be right back. Oh, Carlisle, downtown Alexander City, been there since 1914. You know what? You go back to 1914, there was some welding going on back then. They were still welding back in 1914.
It was probably just getting started.
Okay, so it was just getting started. So it's come a long way, baby. And you can be right down there. Maybe you can sit down there and talk about, well, you can talk about a trade. You know what? When you talking in Carlisle while you're eating lunch there, you can talk about anything you want to, because that's where you can get the scoop at Carlisle, downtown Alexander City.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret, an affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552, 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At CNT Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Red Flag Pest Control is Central Alabama's best in pest control with hometown service in Lake Martin and now the greater Montgomery area. When you see pests, throw down the red flag. Termites, bed bugs, carpenter bees, mosquitoes, or general pests. Red Flag gets the job done at the right price for your home or business. At Lake Martin, call 888-943-0353 or in Montgomery, 334-265-1831. Red Flag, the best in pest control in Central Alabama.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Okay, it's 47 right now. It's going up to 79, but it's going to be sunny today, and it's going to be a nice day, so get out there and enjoy it tonight. Another pleasant night, clear and 45. Going into the rest of the week, 80 tomorrow, and sunny, 56 for a low. We got rain coming in here on Thursday, 74 and 59. Won't cool it off for Friday, 79 and 63. Really no rain on Friday, but still Saturday with the report from Jason Moran we just got today, we're in an enhanced area. So, and that's Saturday, really looking at Saturday evening going into Sunday, really keep an eye on the weather because we're looking for some potential bad weather. 100% chance on Saturday. Sunday clears up 72 and 44. So as your 5-day forecast brought to you by our friends at Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City. I can't wait to get that part every day. I just can't help that. Girls out here with us. In fact, I'm going to let them introduce themselves like it's the first time they've ever been out here. So, ladies.
Well, I'm Cheryl Bynum, career coach for Tallapoosa County.
And I'm Dawn Smith, and I'm a career coach for Tallapoosa County Schools as well.
Thank you so much for coming out here. Hey, I got to get y'all updated on a mistake I made. I told you you could put your TVs and all that, computers, in that bin at the city complex. You can't. You can't. So that mistake on my part. But this is what you can put in there. This came from my buddy, Marty Kendricks. You can put cardboard, number one, and number two, plastics, aluminum cans, and tin cans. So he said, please let the audience know we will get overwhelmed with TVs, computers, and microwaves, and whatever else. But please, and I apologize for that. That's a mistake KD made. So we'll continue to remind you folks what you can put in there, but you cannot put TVs, computers, and microwaves in those bins out there. If you do, you probably will get in some trouble, and I don't want you to do that, because that was my mistake. The girls out here talk about, well, we talk about, and it seems like the welding is what we talk about a lot, and it's always ladies can get involved in this. And exactly. I'm just tickled to death that y'all get out and educate these, younger folks, 5th grade up, that they can get they have a career.
They sure can. They sure can.
A great career.
And we were really excited that the students came on to kind of show everybody what they did. They were in competition.
Yeah.
And so their next competition will be in Mobile coming up in the last part of April to be the state. So, Dixie will be competing.
Dixieland. I love it. She's got to be a welder. I mean, she just got to be a welder.
And she's a wonderful young lady and is driven. Mm-hmm. And she probably clammed up a little bit, but she loves to talk and she loves to weld. And you saw her boot out here that she welded, and then Braden's long haul truck. And so they're going to do some more tweaking with it and then take it to competition.
And it's in Mobile. And then if they when they win there, where do you go from there?
They can go to the national competition.
Where would that be?
I'm not sure where it's
okay.
I'm not sure. I want to say Nashville, but we have so many different organizations. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Golly, what an opportunity. Yeah. That's what that is for them. It's just a big old opportunity that's just waiting. Mm-hmm. It's just waiting.
And earlier on the segment, you kept mentioning that they could go anywhere.
Sure.
And so that's the motto of the Career Tech Center, the Edward Bell Career Tech Center, is start here, go anywhere. And really, it's a launching pad for the students for future careers. And like you said, even if they find out they don't like it, sometimes the best thing you can figure out is what you don't want to do in life. My son did that. He had a couple of part-time jobs in high school, and he thought he wanted to go one direction with his career, his eventual career, and he got a part-time job doing that, and he realized this was not what I wanted to do. And then he had a different part-time job doing landscape, and he figured out this is what I want to do, and now he has his own landscape business. So
he tried.
Right, exactly. Trying things and figuring out yes or no at a younger age is so valuable,
I bring this up about my buddy Tom Young. At a young age, he wanted to be a veterinarian. So one summer, he worked with a veterinarian. You know what? He found out that wasn't what he wanted to do. Right. But the time and money you save yourself by doing that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, is it? Well, that's what you think you want to do. So try it, and then if you don't.
And education is never lost. I like to tell students that education equals opportunity, and even just maybe having one welding class, at least you have a basic knowledge, and in the future you'll probably use that somewhere. I remember for a while I was growing strawberries and raising
yeah.
beef cattle. And I felt like I needed to apologize to my 5th grade teacher because I remember those story problems in 5th grade and I hated them. And I said, I will never use this. And there I was calibrating the sprayer for my tractor and having to use all those, this thing left this place at this time and it went this fast. And I was like, oh, here's a 5th grade story problem for me, you know? And so you will always use that stuff.
Yeah.
And I tell
Yeah.
students that every time I get the opportunity, that you might not see the value in what you're learning right now. It might just seem like, oh, you know, like the one student, he tried to just get out of class, but he's really learning things that are going to be valuable in the future.
We saw it out here.
You don't know what you don't know, and especially as a young person, you don't realize the value. You know, we've all been their age at some point, but they've never been our age, so we can look back and say, you're going to use this, really, I promise you, somewhere along the line.
I remember my parents, boy, they got smarter as I got old.
They
You know
did.
what-
They
you know what I'm
did.
talking
Yes,
about?
they do.
But I remember this figure from way back when, talking about welding. You go to another country and you make $100,000 a year in welding, and then you come back into the States with $100,000. You don't pay taxes on it, so there's more incentive.
Exactly.
And I think about Dixieland. I mean, you know, if she gets good at that trade, boy, she can write her own ticket.
She sure can. And the other great thing about the Edwardville Career Tech Center is that they're also doing dual enrollment. So she's
They
already.
just started though,
They
right?
No, we've been doing dual enrollment with Edwardville with the welding for a while now.
Oh, okay.
But, so when she leaves, she'll have at least 4 classes. So when she goes to CAC or Southern Union or any other community college that offers welding, she's ahead of the game.
Yeah.
So she can graduate earlier with her long or short-term or associate's degree. So we're providing that opportunity. They're getting college credit, high school credit, getting their electives.
Are you seeing more students doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
As the opportunity arises. We're so fortunate that our legislature has given money toward that, so students aren't having to pay if they're in a career tech field. They're free classes for them, as well as they can take one academic class along with it if it falls in that associate's degree. So it is a great way to get a college education and not have to pay for it at this point in time. And of course, there's scholarships
Moms and
available.
dads love that.
So when they
Yeah.
have that opportunity to graduate, there are scholarships that they can continue their education without having to fork out too much money.
Let me ask you something about Edward Bell. Can a student from Benjamin Russell, Horseshoe Bend, Coosa, can any of them go to that career tech?
It's a Tallapoosa County school.
Go Tallapoosa
So
County.
it would be
Your county schools.
our county schools.
Not,
But I
not
think
Benjamin
that,
Russell.
I don't know this for a fact, but I think they're looking at some agreements to do some different things if
Okay.
need to be.
That may be a
But
question.
that's kind of above our pay grade.
Well, I mean,
But I know they're working on it, and we do have a partnership with Southern Prep.
Okay, good. I know, I think Dr. Ray is superintendent will be out here next week, and that may be a question I throw at him. Don't you go anywhere, we'll be right back, and we'll wrap it up. Doc's Cafe. I've been holding on this one right here. I love talking about Doc's Cafe at Russell Medical. Today, this is your choice: beef ravioli or ranch chicken. Now, your vegetables are zucchini fries, suffering succotash, baked artichokes, corn pudding, and the soup of the day is vegetable beef. And they got a heck of a, I always like to brag on their salad bar, because they got one heck of a fresh salad bar at Doc's Cafe.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Let's get serious. let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Discover great deals on Kawasaki motorcycles, watercraft, side-by-sides, and more. Save big on championship-proving KX motorcycles. Get a great deal on iconic Kawasaki jet ski personal watercraft, or take advantage of big adventure for less with savings on our rugged Terex side-by-sides. There's no better time to save on our exciting lineup of Kawasaki vehicles. Visit Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard today, or see all the Kawasaki products at adamsmotorsports.com, where your pleasure is our business.
Integrative Massage of Alexander City is located at 119 Madison Street behind the old Chamber of Commerce. Destiny Goble is the owner, says come on out for outcome-based treatment plans, pain relief, focused areas, relaxation, cupping therapy, hot stones. Remember, rewind, reset, recover. Make an appointment today at Integrative Massage of Alexander City, 256-252-7644.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
Still kind of cool outside, but it's going to warm up and be a beautiful day. You got a few really nice days today and tomorrow, so get out there and enjoy it. And enjoy the daylight saving times, because you know what? We got to get used to it for a while, and maybe they'll just leave it alone. Let it lie. Thank you, girls, for coming out here, but thank you for those young folks. That's our future, and I like what the career they're looking at right now. Boy, they got some bright, and that's just welding. You know, we ain't gotten into the other trades that's offered.
And our goal is to have some students come on, you know, once a month with us to kind of highlight what they're doing, what they're learning. Edward Bell just is again a hidden jewel in Tulsa County.
I agree with you.
And we're just trying to get the word out there and get our students to come in. And like Braden said, in the 8th grade and 9th grade, we have tours that we bring them out so they can see what we're doing out there, and hopefully they'll want to come be a part.
Parents, grandparents, encourage your children too. We'd appreciate it. And one of these days, they may look back at it and say, I appreciated it too. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you back out here early in the morning.